Hello and welcome back to another channeling advice video. If you clicked on this, you are probably feeling overwhelmed. Let's take a deep breath for that one, because I know what it's like. You want to stop feeling overwhelmed. Let's get into it. Remember, this is advice that I'm just channeling. I have not written anything down because I'm just really going based off of what my intuition is telling me, or the intuition is telling me what y'all need to hear, and I may need to hear myself. So, one, if you're feeling overwhelmed, the first thing that comes to mind is you need to cry. I know that sounds so bad and that sounds so toxic, but it's not. You have a lot of pressure built up, and when you feel overwhelmed, you need to let it out. It's probably because you know, if you have been crying, that's good. You've been getting it out, but more than likely you haven't been crying. I'm gonna need you to just go in a room or go in your car, go to a park where nobody's there, go during hours where nobody's there. I don't care if you gotta go to Planet Fitness and you got a gym membership, you gotta go in the bathroom early in the morning when nobody's there, and just cry. Just cry. Because something about crying, I don't care if you're a man or a woman, something about crying, you may feel ashamed about it, but don't. Like, that is a reason why you're letting the pressure out of your body. Two, if you're feeling overwhelmed, I'm just going to bet and say that there's probably people in your life making you feel that way. Now, you have situations where you are in control of those people being in your life, and you may have situations where you are not in control of those people being in your life. But if you're in control of those people being in your life, whoever's making you or adding that extra boulder on your shoulders and making you feel overwhelmed, you need to, if you can't cut them off right away, you need to slowly pull yourself away, and whatever you've been pouring into them, you need to keep pouring that back into yourself. Pour that back into yourself. Now, if you can't control those people that are around you, like say like you had a job, like when I used to work at so and so when I was a lot younger, and I had this very monstrous boss that I couldn't control whether she was in my life or not. I had this technique. I forgot who came up with this. This is not my technique. But you need to visualize yourself having, okay, you can't control those people, so when they come around, what you need to do is visualize the 4 elements around you. You need to visualize water around you just shooting out and splashing all that negativity away. Then you need to, while that water's splashing, then you need to visualize another ring around you of fire blaring out. I'm talking about blazing out, like hot water shooting out at that person and just shooing the negativity away. Then you need to think of another ring of earth, and rocks are just being thrown. I need you to visualize, as you're standing there, visualize that. You're going to get happier. And then the outer layer is air. You need to think of wind just. The wind is blowing the ASS away. It works. It made me feel better just talking about it, because I used that on a family member. And for some reason, they just leave the room. They're like, they don't know why. They're like, I feel mad uncomfortable. Try it. So that's another reason why you might be feeling overwhelmed. Pause, because I'm thirsty. Y'all, I just said a whole word, and that was not recording, but we gonna do the, I think this, we're on number 3. What I said was I was getting on you. Number 3 is you need to pay attention to the important details. Like, let's say, for example, if you're overwhelmed, it could be anything, but let's just use money as an example. You're overwhelmed because the money that's going out might not be enough coming in, or you think it's not enough coming in. You got people asking you for help. You need help. If you just take an hour or two, you do this for you out of love for yourself because you deserve it and you're worthy of not being overwhelmed anymore. You sit down and you work that budget out. Even rich people budget. So don't you dare feel ashamed. I don't care if you only got $1. You better budget that dollar. And you start from there. You work with what you have. So you need to pay attention to the port. You need whatever it is. You've been ignoring something. Whether that's with something with your health, something with money, something with relationship. You've been ignoring something that is fixable. And let me just say this, and I also got this from like another YouTuber that I totally admire. There is any problem that you have, I don't care what it is. Every problem has a solution. So don't you dare think that you have to stay in this overwhelmed state. Number 4, so obvious, self-care. When's the last time that you actually had a self-care day, a moment? And I'm not talking about you just in the shower and be like, oh, self-care. No, like, you're not thinking about nothing else but being in that moment when you're in the shower and you getting it together. Or maybe you're eating, you're watching something that's uplifting your spirits, not something negative. And you're just, or we went to the gym and it was just you and you in the zone. You need to do that more often. You don't wait till you get overwhelmed to treat yourself to self-care. Everyone deserves self-care. I don't care if from the stay-at-home mom to the working woman to whatever. I don't care. You need to incorporate more self-care into whatever that means for you, because I know everybody relaxes or decompresses in different ways, but you need to have healthy ways of adding that. You don't wait till you're like, oh my God, I need a break to do that. No, you don't have to earn a break. That should be a part of your daily thing or part of your week. Make time for it, okay? Instead of watching Netflix, or Netflix could be your way of decompressing. But you know if Netflix is not a good way for you to have self-care. You know if it's good for you or not. So you need to add more self-care to your lifestyle, okay? And you ain't got to pay money for that either. Let's see. Another thing, if you're feeling overwhelmed, like I said in one of the other videos, is I think I'm on number 5. But the way you're eating. Sometimes when you're eating, and I know people saying, well, I have to eat convenient foods because that's the only way I'm able to work. That's the only way I'm able to get stuff done. Or I just feel too down to cook healthy. Let me tell you something. You can start small. Instead of getting that soda, instead of getting that juice with all that sugar in it, you can get you some, and this is not sponsored in any way or form, but I'm going to call myself out. I was drinking soda. Oh yeah, Mountain Dew, Pepsi. But you know what? I said, instead of drinking that, I'm going to drink me some vitamin water. And my body has been feeling better. And then, of course, you add water too. But I'm just saying, like, if you're starting from the bottom of you just been eating like trash because of what you've been dealing with, people like to make people feel ashamed for that. Like, people don't be going through nothing. Ignore those people. You're still having a human experience, and you need to have more compassion for yourself. So start little by changing your diet. And that's the last thing. Bonus. Have compassion for yourself. When you're overwhelmed, you feel like you're not enough sometimes. You feel like you're not enough. You're like, dang, it's only one me. I wish there was more of me to handle this. Have compassion for yourself. Show yourself some grace. Show yourself kindness. Show yourself love. I don't care if you're in the middle of that overwhelmness and you just gotta just straight up get up and just leave and calm down. But trust me, it's gonna get better. It always does. And the fact that you even found this video, that's a sign that it's getting better. And it's more better to come for you. And you won't be overwhelmed anymore. And you'll know, and if those feelings do arise, even if you're in, like you could be living your best life and you could be overwhelmed because something good is happening. You can also come back to this video and just calm down again. So the fact that you found this is a sign that you're good. Okay? You're good. All right. Have a beautiful life. Ciao.